Hello, good morning, and a happy new year to everyone. It is January 1st, and you know what that means. It is not only a new year, it is officially the opening of the transfer window. The transfer window is here, ladies and gentlemen. We can now spend the next month reading absolute filth from every publication, dreaming about signings, only to be left disappointed at the end, as we always do. We do have some transfer news this morning, actually coming from reputable sources, which is always a good thing. We're also going to have a chat about tonight's game against Leeds United, and I can't quite believe what I'm reading. And I can't quite believe what I'm reading this morning and last night around Chelsea Football Club and Enzo Maresca. The whole situation is it's completely bizarre. Before we get into it anyway, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and opening question for today. What is your New Year's resolution? I don't really believe in resolutions, to be honest, but I'm going to be completely cliche and just like eat better, exercise more, all the normal stuff, but do let me know if you have any New Year's resolutions. Let's start off this morning then with some news around Harvey Elliott and his future. So this is from Simon Jones of the Daily Mail, who is a very reliable journalist, and he said, the curtailment of Harvey Elliott's loan at Aston Villa has piqued interest in the 21-year-old from the MLS. Now, I would like to point out at this point that he is 22, he's not 21, but close enough, I suppose. We did wonder if we would get some interest from the likes of the MLS or the Saudi Pro League or any teams outside of Europe, basically, because we've explained it before, but because he has played for Liverpool this season and he has played for Aston Villa this season, he can't play for another team in the European calendar. So if he does get recalled, he has to play for us, or he will have to go outside of the European calendar. So an MLS move could be on the cards. A 6-month loan to an MLS team could make sense. Just get minutes back in his legs, get him back playing football, and then he can come back in the summer and find a more permanent destination, because it does seem like Arne Slot doesn't fancy him, which, like, I understand, look, he's going to have his preference on players, but Harvey Elliott is an extraordinary football. Like, he was one of my favourite players there for a while when he started coming through into the team first. Like, he always just looked magnificent, and it's been really sad to see him just struggling at Aston Villa, not getting any game time. He deserves to be on the pitch ultimately, and there's no point leaving him at Aston Villa. Get him back, give him a chance in our team. We're going to need more options up front as players are injured, and Mohamed Salah's future is still up in the air as well. So get him in, give him a chance. That'll be my preference. But look, if Arne Slot doesn't fancy him, he's just not going to play him, and he might as well get loaned out to somewhere like the MLS where he will get some minutes. Do let me know what you would do in this situation. Would you want to bring him back, or would you be looking to send him out elsewhere? I definitely would like to keep him and actually use him, but I just have my doubts whether Arne would actually play him much or not. More news this morning, also from Simon Jones of the Daily Mail, and he said, Liverpool have watched RB Leipzig winger Jan Diomande and Cologne Syed El Mala. Adam Wharton is on the radar for the summer. Now, that last line makes me very happy because, as we discussed in the video yesterday, Adam Wharton would definitely be my first choice DM for Liverpool in the summer. He definitely seems to be the one most linked as well, so I really have high hopes that we could get this fella. He definitely does seem to be very high on our wish list. Seeing Simon Jones again bring his name up this morning is it's good. It's good to see. Like, I don't think it's going to happen in January. I'd absolutely love it if we did, but the summer definitely does seem a lot more likely. For Jan Diomande then, he would be an absolute dream signing as well from what I've seen. He looks fantastic. Still only 19 years of age. He's bagged himself a couple of goals and assists in the Bundesliga this season already. Never heard of the other fella, to be honest. I'm going to put that out there right now. So that's Cologne's Syed El Mala. I'm sure I've absolutely butchered that name, but please do let me know if you've watched him, if he's any good. But anything I have seen of Jan Diomande, he just looks top class, and he's very highly spoken of. He's rated very highly. I think there was £89 million was being touted, but now I've seen £67 million being thrown around, which will be a bit more reasonable. You're kind of talking that Antoine Semenyo money then, at least. We do need wingers, of course. We never really replaced Luis Diaz. Like, I understand you're trying to keep Rio Ngamoha's pathway open, but if you're not going to play him, then you need someone. So someone like a Diomande could come in. I think he's mainly a left winger, but I'm sure he could play on the right as a Mohamed Salah successor as well long term. So I'd be all for this one. Get him in. He looks like a world class star in the making. So yeah, 100% for me. Get him in. I want to move on to Chelsea now. Like, I know it's not strictly Liverpool news, but it does affect us. Like, Chelsea probably are the most likely team to pip us for fourth spot if we are going to be in a battle for fourth. I think we'll overtake Villa as the season goes on, but Chelsea are our nearest rival at the minute in that regard. So the stuff going on at that club is just, I don't understand it. Like, I don't follow Chelsea that closely, but like, a report this morning then from Sky Sports said a final decision on Enzo Maresca's future will be taken today by Chelsea. There is no guarantee he'll be in charge for the game against Man City. And Matt Law this morning as well was basically saying that, like, it does look likely he's going to leave. And it just, the whole club stinks, doesn't it? Like, Enzo Maresca is a very, very good manager from what we've seen. He's doing a fine job there, and he seems to have just completely been overruled and undermined by the people above him. It does look like as well that he could be off to Man City in the summer. Like, if Pep Guardiola does leave, Enzo Maresca does seem to be top of Man City's list. And look, I don't know if he's going to go there, and win multiple Premier Leagues or win Champions Leagues. But if I was Chelsea, I'd definitely be trying to give the man the right tools for the job to keep him there. Like, he is a good manager, and the fact he's basically willing to walk away, like, that tells you how toxic that must be. Like, it is just horrible. Like, and any Chelsea fan I've seen has been absolutely fuming about this. Like, they don't want him to leave. Any turmoil there probably does help us. I don't like Chelsea as a club ultimately as well, so look, I'm happy to see this, but my God, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, what is going on at that club? Some more transfer news then. So this is from AS in Spain, who are a Real Madrid leaning publication, and they have reported that Madrid will move away from making mega signings such as Vitinha of PSG or Alexis McAllister of Liverpool. This report suggests that they have turned their attention to AZ Alkmaar's midfielder Keith Smith. So that is good news for us. It does look like Real Madrid are turning their attention away from the likes of Alexis McAllister, which should give us a bit of a better, stronger hand to make him sign a new contract. Like, and look, I've been very critical of this season. I don't think he's been top quality at all, but I'm sure he can get back to his best. And I would rather keep him than sell him ultimately. So if this gives us a better chance of tying him down to a new deal, which has been touted in recent weeks, look, if a huge offer came in, I might consider it, to be fair, but I would ultimately rather keep him than not. So please do let me know if you think that's good news, what you have thought of Alexis McAllister so far this season, and if you think he will sign a new deal, because again, that has been spoken about in recent weeks, and he is up, I think, 2027, so it is coming up to the point where we'd like to be getting him tied down if we could. 2028 he actually is. I thought he was slightly shorter than that, to be honest, but still, it is coming up to that point where we'd like to be getting him tied down long term if we could. I'm sure his agent will start sniffing around other clubs once he gets into the final 2 years of his contract, so get him tied down before then. Get it all sorted, bing bang bosh. Let's have a quick look ahead to tonight's game against Leeds then. We will be live from 4:15 on the channel. Craig will be live for the watch along and then the match reaction, the player ratings, all the normal bits, so please do keep an eye out for that. But there has been some worries this morning around Florian Wirtz as he was absent from training yesterday, but to the best of my knowledge from what I've read up, it does seem like he was given an extra day's rest. Arne Slot did, of course, mention in his press conference that he had to take him off in the last game due to just fatigue, basically. He was just, after running himself into the ground, couldn't run anymore, so it would make sense that he was given a little bit more time to rest during the week as well. So hopefully that's the case. Florian himself did post a matchday graphic on his Instagram, which most people always take to be like they're involved in the squad and stuff. So let's hope that is true as well. Let's hope he is starting, because he's been our best player in recent weeks, to be fair. And he's got, I think, is a 4-man of the match awards in the last 6 games. Like, he has been flying. So it would be excellent if we could get him back into the team today. Bit of an interesting stat around Cody Gakpo for this evening, actually. So he has scored in the Reds' first top flight match of each of the last 2 years, calendar years that is, against Newcastle and Man United. Netting versus Leeds at Anfield on New Year's Day would make him the first Liverpool player to extend that run to 3 years in a row since Ian Rush did it in 1985, 1986 and 1987. The article I've pulled now, I actually can't remember where this is from, I think it was Anfield Index, says that is the sort of statistical hook that sounds neat on paper, yet it also speaks to something tangible. There is pressure on first fixtures, especially when the calendar flips and expectations reset, but Gakpo has repeatedly looked comfortable in these moments. If he finds the net again, it becomes more than a quirky line, it becomes continuity, confidence and a connection to an era defined by Rush's ruthless reliability. Lad, sorry, what bollocks is that? Like, fair play to him if he does it, but it's not like, oh my god, it's the first game of the calendar year, I have to step up. Like, it's a cool thing to have, like, if he does it, but can we stop with all this glazing? Like, it's just a bit weird, isn't it? That's all from me this morning anyway. Like I said, Craig will be live from 4:15 for the Leeds watch along. So please do join us for that one. Hit the like button before you head out. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. And again, I want to wish a happy new year to everyone. I hope this new year can be good for us. Hopefully it's a year where we can see the Reds lifting some trophies as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon.